Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 23 of my Let's Play of Torment Tides of Numenera. However you say it.
Here we go then.
We want to try and make him have babies, and we're going to talk to the
tame your enthusiasm, will you?
Okay.
We're not playing a game.
The
game? No. I wasn't playing anything.
You were laughing to yourself. We're not supposed to be having fun here.
Wow.
Oh, Allegern. If an adventure isn't fun, it's no kind of adventure at all.
So you finished? Good. I was trying to say, we're trying to make him babies, and we're going to talk to the truth to see if you know how.
Sure.
Okay. How? Because we want to go... Oh, there's a circus at the mine. The cliff's edge. Yeah, cliff's edge, let's go there.
Let's go.
It's this way, isn't it? Because we got to get through here. So we need to learn how to talk as well. Well, his language still. We'll try and get this guy, hopefully he'll be a companion, or at least we get the kid as a companion or something. Okay, here we go. Oh, put too fast. The Fifth Eye Tavern. Patrol. I guess they'll back this way, won't they?
Find them. Something to do.
We're doing stuff. I want to talk to the Order. No, not the Order. I believe he crashed there. If you find yourself wondering where to go or what to do, check the journal screen to refresh your memory. It is updated automatically anytime you make progress in the story. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Okay. These guys weren't they, the Order Truth. Actually, what was this? This is probably takes me back to where I was just, wasn't it? Yeah, underbelly. I think they're over here, the Order of Truth.
Sure.
I was going to say he blows you. And I want to do that. He bows low, not he blows you. He bows low. Your Holiness, what can your humble servants provide, or have you come to enlighten me and teach me wisdom? No, I want you need help with a machine. He hands clutch tumble at each other. Tumble at each other, okay. And she practically gasps her words at you. We are here to serve you, Lord. Yeah, they kind of think I'm the way the game starts. If you haven't watched the series, I forgot the name, what they called it, but basically he apparently swaps to different bodies and they worship him and they think I'm the real one. I kind of convinced them I was. I thought it would come handy if I could. Tell me what to say. What do you know about my creation? The cast. There it is, because I'm a cast-off. My creations, the cast-offs. I would like to sleep here. Who can repair the resort chamber? I would like to join your group. Do you have any supplies to share? That's not what I needed. I would like to sleep here. Probably need that. With us? Her breath catches in her throat. Of course, Holy One. You may stay with us for as long as you like.
You have no idea.
Nice, we're all better.
Thanks.
Wake up, a woman says. And you do. She stands arms forward watching you with a grim expression. What? There's been another murder in the underbelly, she says. A little mutant. Oh, crud. Named Crooked Geek. Folsom wants words with you. She turns to walk away. If I were you, I'll head down there now. Ah, crud. That's why I'm trying to get inside that finger, but I was trying to get the companion first. You're not the Order of Truth? Okay, the Order of Truth is different to the thingies. Discover the location of my changing guard. Sanctuary for Mapper. Common Brood. Someone in the Order of Truth might be able. Yeah, Order of Truth. Oh, you're not the Order of Truth. Changing God's Cutlass. Apparently, maybe you're not. Okay, where's the Order of Truth then? Could go in the square, maybe.
Let's go.
Well, we'll talk about the murder in a minute.
Happy to help.
Let's go.
Sorry about that. Got a tickle in my throat. Got to cough it out. can't even go back to the underbelly, but I've got to get inside that thing to find where the murderer is. And he doesn't know how to talk that language, and I don't know.
My friend, Orthfong at the Order of Truth, was looking into something for me. I'd like to stop by there. Problem is, most of the priests and I don't get along too well. They might not want to talk to me.
Well, I need to talk to him anyway for my thing, so... Okay, what have you done? Said we don't get along, probably because I called them out on their timidity and their bowing and scraping to the slave family. What hells? Maybe they've forgotten.
Find them. Something to do.
Okay, where's the Order of Truth then? They're obviously in this area for them to be saying that. I want to talk to them quick. Go to the underbelly, sort out the baby thing, then talk to them about the murder.
Ready.
Oh, fudge, what's this? This could be Council Clerk.
Absolutely.
Is this Order of Truth area? Council Tower. Hello, you know the truth? Behind a lecturer, a four-eyed, hairless mutant processes paper with a ballistic glance, I guess. He endlessly snapping the elegant fingers of his left hand, and each time the air twists and shimmers, even discouraging a document to be processed or accepting one that he is completed with his ink-stained right hand. Each of his eyes regards a distinct object. Portals that are opening, primables and recitals, whatever, that must be reviewed. His own was that addend that must be Florus? What? One eye twitches in your direction. He's basically doing a lot of stuff. End off. Dredge's skulls twist his mouth, and through his eye remains fixed to your face. He gives no verbal acknowledgement. Closest he comes is a faint sigh. At last, after shunting half a dozen more documents to some distant cubby, he condescends to speak. You must wait, of course, until council matters conclude. His quarter gaze leaves you. His face returns to its former equality, whatever, and he continues his work, which shows no evidence of slacking, let alone conclude. I don't think this is the truth people do, is it? How long do you expect the council business to take? The clerk rolls his idle eye skyward, then answers in a voice that faints, having been worn down by endless pestering petitioners. Though as far as you can see, you're the only one bold enough to bother him. Consider it so vast a city, what orders must be registered, contracts memorialized, incident documented, discoveries catalogued, edicts promulgated. What the fudge is he talking about? Memoranda rooted, applications processed, permits issued, titties no, not titties, titles recorded. Yeah, he's recording titties now. Oh yeah, titties, gotta record that. Oh, wasn't that bra? Gotta record that. Titles recorded. From such a consideration, you may draw your own conclusions. Do you know yet when you'll be done? I'd like to talk to you for a short moment. Is there anything to hurry this up? I'm almost cursing will cost you nothing, but any more rudeness will cost you dearly. He's kind of a guard, I don't know if it's a good one. I assure you that my matter are important enough to be worth a moment of your time. Quick fingers, scatter his papers to get him. Again, that's kind of... I think that's probably the best one. Because think about it, if I'm going to like, you listen to me and I'm going to break your neck, these guys are going to step in. If I go, they're probably going to step in. But if I do that, it might work. Oh, crud. 65. Anyone else better? 890, that's a good one. Okay, you're better, 90. Yes! We got you. Success! The clerk conveys his personal regard for the importance of your matters with a long, loud sigh. I guess it's been a short sigh. But the focus one of his eyes on you and replied, very well, very well. Let us weigh the worth of your needs, shall we? What is it that you want? I'd like to ask you some general questions. Seriously? This is so important. I need to talk to you right now. Please. What do you want? I want to ask you some general questions. That's not important. I'd like to talk about your paperwork. A faint sigh is only a knowledge you receive. Do you have any records about someone named... Okay, that's better. What exactly are you doing with the papers? I'd like to ask some on that one. Okay, this is important. Okay, that's important. That's that woman supposed to find, we believe, to do with the murders. I've seen the name, he mutters. It's too many questions for dexterity funds. With confidence but deliberate speed, he reviews a series of documents which seem to confirm his initial impression. She does not appear as a citizen, nor in any census. Indeed, she is mentioned nowhere but on ledgers and questions, whatever. Fully three of his eyes give you a significant look. Needless to say that these are transactions whose nature is not specified. Tell me about Maricon. What exactly are you doing? Okay, that one. She is a very well-paid phantom who exists outside the bounds of citizenship. I trust you will draw your own interference. Okay, what exactly are you doing with those papers? Clerk shakes his head at you. You're ignorant. I'm taking them from where they were to where they must be, by binding the space between. And as they pass across my lecture, I assure that they are properly prepared to the body politic. I serve as heart, kidney and nervous system all in one. He snaps his fingers, open a portal and flicking a scroll through it. Before I undertook this role, the council employed layers and layers of whatever that is, scrivers and registrars and couriers, each corruptible, vulnerable and stolen. He took loads of stuff. The mammal tendency grew through the cracks in the teething. Basically, you took loads of people's jobs. He stares at you with two bright eyes, but now there is only myself. Had I not come to this office, I wonder who would rule the city. Tell me more about Malvern. Tell me more about your city. I'd like to ask you some general questions. Our fate sigh is the only acknowledgement you receive. Who are you and what exactly are you doing with all those papers? I already asked that, haven't I? What exactly is a council and how does it govern Sagan Cliffs? The clerk sniffs. Paper governs Sagan Cliffs. Paper allows the few to rule over the many. Paper allows the many to organize into a single whole. Authority resides in this state, whether compacts engender the means by which thoughts are refined, disseminated and preserved. In a calmer voice he adds, of course the council has a part as well. Each of the great slave families sends a representative and their dickier and bickier. And they dickier and bickier until they form the will embodied in paper, and I'm their clerk. I know what bickier. Basically, he's saying he bickers. They bicker. So that they're basically arguing. But what do you mean dickier? They dickier and bickier. I don't get what dickier is. Can you tell me about the city's history? Why exactly would an overburdened clerk be able or willing to recite the city's sad tale of decline? Then a sudden twinkle appears in all four of his eyes, and he begins to speak. Here is what the documents themselves reveal, not in their words, but in their very selves. He works faster as he tells the story. Centuries ago, when the ninth world was fresh, the city began. Its founders kept why is this guy talking such big words? Meticulous records, all lost, only the Columbrian that held them remains. A time of aristocrats followed. Each paterfamilias traced his lineage to ancient heroes and inscribed these lies in stone. Today those tablets pave the mident heaps built in the wake of whatever's rebellion. He clucks his tongue in distaste. That came later. First came the Tabath, and as they laid siege to Sacred Cliffs, the city's records degraded, like hygiene and decency. Proper documentation falters in long years of terror. With a shrug and no details, he adds. But the siege failed and Taban vanished. Next, an age of decadence, whatever. Long gesturing consequences of atrocity, ever more outlandish choices. In screeds, they laid out their reasons to the people, not to explain, but to mock. He smirks. Naturally, rebellion followed. Chile cast down the old lords and raised up new slave families, and empire expanded, contracted. Holidays and boulevards changed names. All else persisted. Corruption most of all. At last, a new clerk named bringing order. He bows, and here we are. Wow. Must have uncovered some fascinating stories about the city in this paperwork. Naturally, the clerk replied, but for a moment, notice of privacy and probability keep him quiet. Then one of his eyes flicks your direction, and you can see he's avid to indulge the twin pleasures of the Voyager and the gossip. Oh, here he goes. Okay, before we read this, we're going to come back next episode and read this. This is IVATOPIA saying, let's go make stuff and tune next week. Bye everyone, have a great day. Bye.